Hey guys, what's up? It's Kristen from Planning Kalo and welcome back to my channel. I'm back at you with another plan with me and another fuck up. Just a warning, all of my videos, including this one, have a bit of colorful language sprinkled throughout the video. So if that is not your cup of tea, please feel free to, mute me. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, so for the first 2 minutes of this video, I am 100% a dumbass because I'm planning for the wrong week. So I'm using this kit from Crest Press on glossy paper. So don't come for me because I don't like premium matte. It's still true. I'm not being fake. This is glossy paper. But yeah, this is a Crest Press kit that I wanted to use for the current week because it's very like pastel-y and just a fun kit. Plus I pulled in this Twinkle Twinkle washi from the Coffee Monsters Co. But I put it down on the wrong week, so I end up switching it. I don't realize it until after I put down all the full boxes and the date covers, and I put the date covers for the correct days, like for that week. So I'm putting down the 21st through the whatever the hell. And yeah, I don't realize it. I'm like, wow, it's just October's flown by. Like, that's literally what I thought when I was putting this down. I'm stupid. Anyways, yes. So I do that, and then I end up switching, like, when I realize, to a kit from Regina Laughs, and I don't remember what it's called. I think it was, like, something. I don't know. That's not helpful. But yeah. Also, later on in this video, I am continuing to be a dumbass because I do something stupid later, but I'm not going to spoil that for you. I'm going to let you figure that one out when I get there. So I wanted to do a voiceover this week because I'm kind of short on time and I didn't feel like editing this video if I'm being straight up, which is why I'm still including this footage even though it's 2 minutes long. So yeah. Basically, I asked you guys to send me some questions, and a few of you did. A few of you just messaged me to say hello, which I appreciate. But some of the questions that y'all asked me were, what is your most embarrassing moment? And this is kind of hard for me. I don't really get embarrassed that often, but there was one time when I went to work. My school does this thing in morning assembly where we do like these dances, like just to get the kids energized and hyped up, I guess. And we do that in the morning. So I went to go, when I was a sub, to go pick up my class and just kind of like stay with my line or whatever before we went to class. And the entire gym was wearing our spirit shirts instead of our school uniform. And I was like, oh, that's weird. Maybe I didn't get that email. So I'm like the only one in like dress code, I guess, like in business apparel or whatever. And my kids are all like crouched down in their lines, which is super weird. And I'm like, oh, this is like really weird. Like, what are they doing? And like the entire gym is full of every grade level, and every grade level is like getting ready to do something. I don't know. And then out of nowhere, like my kid looks up at me and they're like, Miss F, do you know the dance? And I thought they were talking about like the normal dances we do. Like we usually do like country bumpkin line dances. So I was like, fuck yeah, I know the dance. Like, duh, hello. And they're like, okay, cool. Because I don't know. Basically, long story short, they ended up doing like a flash dance moment and they like recorded it. And if you go back and watch the video from my school, I'm like in the background and I look confused as hell. So that's probably my most embarrassing moment. But even that, I'm not really embarrassed by it. Like, it's just funny. But yeah, I don't really get embarrassed too often. Despite my boyfriend's best efforts, I don't really get embarrassed. Someone else asked me, what music do you like to listen to? And did you have an emo phase? I 100% had an emo phase from like 6th grade to 8th grade, I want to say. I like really went for it. I don't know. It was like a really stupid emo phase. Like, it was very minimal. Like, I was afraid to go into Hot Topic for like the longest time because I don't like how it smelled in there. I was like, why does it smell like that? Like, it's so weird. Why do they have so many pointy things? Like, I'm uncomfortable. Anyways, yeah, like I had a very minor emo phase. It just happened to last for a long time. Just minimal though. Very minimal. And I don't super listen to music, which I know is so weird. Everyone always gives me shit for it, but I really don't because in my car, I'm constantly like on conference calls or like FaceTiming someone. So I don't really listen to music like that. So yeah, like whenever I go out with my friends to like the bars or like a club or something, I hear a song and I'm like, oh my God, this song is so good. And they're like, Kristen, we hate this song. It's been out for 3 months. They overplay it. I'm like, oh, like it's my first time hearing it. So I really do like most forms of rap. and like I'm a Houston girl, so I love like Screwston music, or like Chopped and Screwed, I guess is what it's technically called. I obviously love country music because I am who I am and I live my best life, but I do like country music. I don't know. I really just like anything with like a good beat to it, or like a good story, which is most music. So that like isn't helpful at all. I'm stupid. I don't know, but like I'm not super picky when it comes to music because I don't really listen to it that often. Even like when I'm working in the library, I don't really give a fuck like what's on. I'm just listening to whatever, just so that way I'm not listening to the sound of my deep breaths. Like that's pretty much it. Someone else asked me, who is my celebrity crush? My celebrity crush is Donald Glover, or Childish Gambino is like his stage name. But I have the biggest crush on him ever, and I love him with all of my heart, and I can't wait till our wedding. Shamefully, I am also a Justin Bieber fan through and through. I don't give a shit what you guys say. I don't really care that he's stupid or like whatever you're thinking. I don't care unless it's, wow, she's so right, he is hot. Then I do care, and in that case, back off. He's mine. So I love Justin Bieber. That is my man. Let's see. If I had one superpower, what would it be? If I could have any superpower, I would love the ability to like teleport, because I'm a cheap bit. I'm lazy is really what it is. Like I hate driving to work. I hate driving to Chick-fil-A or like walking to the bathroom. I'm so lethargic sometimes. So I would love the ability to transport myself like anywhere. But then also more than that, if you guys have seen the movie Jumper, I really like that movie because basically if he sees a picture of some place, he can like visualize it in his head and then teleports to that place. And I really like that because at one point I think he was a criminal, and no, he was a criminal. He would like Google pictures of inside of banks, like bank vaults, and he would transport himself in there and then just take a little bit of money and then leave. Like I would love that. I would love the ability to commit crimes, you know? So definitely teleportation though. I feel like that would come in handy a lot. Let's see. How much time do I have? I have like 7 minutes and only have like 4 questions left. I suck. I am trash. All right. Someone asked me, how did you and your boyfriend meet? This is kind of like an inappropriate story, I guess. So I don't know. He was probably going to be mad that I put this out on the internet, but like whatever. So basically, I'm going to give you guys the PG version because I respect my man and myself. So the PG version is that we met in high school, and we like really weren't friends in high school. He kind of ran with a different crowd than I did. Like we had mutual friends, but like I was very self-involved in high school, and I'm like not afraid to say that. Like I pretty much just love myself, and I really didn't care about other people like or what they were doing. Like I just wanted to do what I wanted to do. So that's how I was in high school. But he was like really different. He was like super involved in sports kind of, but like my school didn't have sports, so he played sports for a different school. It was like this whole thing. He was dating somebody for the entirety of high school, and then I was pretty much like dating other people throughout high school, so we never really noticed each other. But also he wasn't my type. Like we were both not each other's types in high school because he was so immature and like I was so self-involved, so like I don't fault him for not seeing me then. But I think my senior year is kind of when things changed for me because I went through a lot of stuff personally. And I don't know, I think that was the first year where he was like actually available and like on the market. I just was emotionally unavailable. And then we went to college and we ended up going to the same university because we stayed close to home. So whenever I realized that he was at my university, we started hanging out a bit. And I don't know, we like hung out a lot for a couple of months, and then one day we were on a date at Cheddar's, which is like this restaurant, and I saw my aunt, and my aunt came up and she was like, oh my god, hi, and then she paid for our dinner and stuff, which was so nice, and she was like, who is this? And I was like, oh, this is my boyfriend Paco. And then I like introduced them, and she was like, okay, cool. And then whenever my aunt left, he was like, so I'm your boyfriend? And I'm like, yeah, sorry, I already told my family. What are you gonna do, call me a liar? And ever since then we've been together, and we are going on a little more than 3.5 years. We'll be in 4 years in February, so that's literally bonkers. I don't know how he puts up with me for so long. I think we've been technically dating since February, but we've been together for quite a bit of time, like since almost 4 years. In December, it'll be 4 years is whenever we started like officially pursuing one another in PG terms. That's the best way to explain it. So yeah. Good question though. Good question. What made you get into planning / how did you start planning? I think I answered this in a different video, but basically I babysat my brother's dogs. Like I apartment sat for him, and he has like 2 really big dogs. And I've always loved planning and like stationery and things like that. Like I was a big journal junkie is what I like to call myself. So I dog sat for him and his girlfriend, and as a form of payment, they were like, oh yeah, like I want to buy you this planner or whatever. And I was like, okay, like whatever. And I remember seeing pictures of the Erin Condren, and I'm like, that is so much. Like, how is that functional? Like 3 empty boxes. Like, what the fuck am I going to do with that? Who plans vertically? Like, that's so dumb. I remember saying all of these things, and I ended up getting this planner. Really, really liked it. And then I started Googling pictures on like how to use it, because I originally had the horizontal and I just wanted to see like other people's covers. So I started Googling and like getting on YouTube, like just to see people's covers, so I knew like how I wanted to customize mine, or like what colors look like what. And I found some Plan With Me videos. I think the first person I found was actually Jen Plans, clearly. I mean, as does everybody. Jen Plans is like the Erin Condren it girl. She stands everything, so why wouldn't they promote the shit out of her, right? So I found her channel, kind of got into it, ordered a horizontal, and yeah, I got my horizontal on. I tried really hard to make it work for me, my planning style, but it was never like satisfying. Like I would put all the stickers down and I would just be like, oh, but it doesn't look as cute as everybody else that has a vertical. So my best friend who bought a vertical ended up saying that like she fell out of love with planning, or like it wasn't super functional for her or like fun for her, because she had the same schedule every single day. So she dropped her vertical off, and she was like, here, you can have it, like I'm not going to use it, like whatever. So I started playing around with it, fell in love with sticker kits and character stickers, script stickers. Just I love it. So I've never looked back. I've never even thought about my horizontal, but yeah, so I've just been kind of like an Erin Condren stan ever since then. I am really disappointed that next year I don't think I'm going to be getting into that new planner, at least not for $55, when I'm just going to white out the entire format. Like it's just bonkers. So yeah, I don't know. Like I might either use an outdated planner, or I might just wait until they go on clearance and then order it then. I just still haven't decided, honestly, but I might even wait till Black Friday when they're like 30% off, whatever. I just don't know. I just have so many opinions, and I'm just not sure which one I'm going to do yet. But I think the best thing for my channel would probably be just to get the new one and then suck it up and deal with it. But for my pride, I don't know. So we will see what I end up doing. I have been seeing a lot of people with like the plum paper planners that are super customizable, and I'm not gonna lie, I am very drawn to that idea, but I just don't know how many people would stop watching my videos if I wasn't an Erin Condren, which is sad to think about. But like, the only reason why I think I enjoy planning so much is because I get to make videos on them, and I get to watch my channel grow, and I get to meet different people because of my channel. So it's not so much that like, oh my God, everything I do in my planner has to be, you know, subscriber approved. Like I couldn't give a shit less if you guys like what I do or what I don't do. It's mostly just a matter of like, I don't want to be able not to meet incredible people because they didn't find my channel because I'm not using stuff that they want to see. Does that make sense? Like, I guess it's still one and the same, but in my head, it makes me feel a lot better about myself. A lot better. Yeah, that's a good sentence. A lot better about myself. So there's that. In about, I don't know, 30 seconds, I'm going to spill my coffee, and that's going to be a really sad day for me. Not 30 seconds. I think I'm actually at the bottom of Monday when I start getting into my day-by-day plannings. Once I get to that bottom box on Monday, I spill my coffee everywhere, and luckily it doesn't get on my planner, but it does ruin all of those hollow stickers that I just put away or like put up out of frame. So that was a sad moment for me, and I thought I was able to fix them, but once they completely dried, a lot of my coffee got under the sticker paper. So like all of my clear stickers from Letters to Apollo, they're still hollow foiled, but they're like brown tinted because my coffee stained the paper pretty much, which is like devastating. So unless I'm using a brown kit that week, it's probably not going to make its way in there. So I'll probably have to reorder, but it's fine. It's fine. It is a-okay. So hopping into my plans, I'm going to kind of talk ahead of myself because for some reason this week I just take forever to put a fucking sticker down. I don't know why I did this to myself, but I take like 7 years. So on Monday, I put down like this scallop label thing from Regina Laughs kit, and she does sell these a la carte too in different colorways depending on your season, which I think is really cool, and most of them will always match the kits, which is super cute. But I've never used them before, and it looks so beautiful in this spread. I wish I would have used a different one throughout the week to kind of like tie them together in different places, like for like my eye appeal. What is that called? Like when you see it and you like it? Impulsive? No. Like, you know what I mean. Or maybe you don't. I don't know. I'm talking out of my ass here. But yeah, I used one of those and they look super cute, but I don't remember what I used it to mark in. I think I used it to mark in that I had to reschedule some teachers' library times, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So that was kind of devastating. And then in the afternoon, I used a pen bundle to mark in that I'm going to be doing some crafting. Basically, I'm like creating book fair decorations. So I go back in later and I add a Crafter Noon script from Paper and Milk. It just took me a while to find it because I used them last week and then I couldn't remember where I put them because my life is a mess. So yeah, if y'all saw me like jerk my planner out the way, that's because I just spilled the coffee, and now I'm showing you that I spilled my coffee on stupid stuff that I had lying on my desk, and that's my own punishment because I should learn how to put shit away. On the bottom box, I marked in a half box that I was going to go to dinner, and I used a Paper and Milk fork and spoon doodle, and then a dinner with friends script from Saucy Sticker Co. because it is a fundraiser night for my school. So basically, like this restaurant that's near my school is sponsoring our fundraiser. So for 20% of all the proceeds that night will go to my school, and it's going to be directly related to my library. So like all the money we make there going straight into the new library, because I think I mentioned it, like my school's getting a new library next year. So I'm doing my best to do my part and help support the library because it's going to directly affect me next year. On to Tuesday, I used a full foiled hexagon from Saucy Sticker Co. as well as a book doodle from Saucy Stickers to mark in that I had to just like go through some new books and then start pulling books off the shelves that are just like damaged or that aren't getting checked out, that kids just don't give a fuck about. Like Where the Red Fern Grows, kids do not give a fuck where it grows. They don't care. They don't care at all. You know what they do care about? Diary of a Wimpy Kid. It's so sad. Or like Fly Guy books. Ugh. There's no such thing as good literature to these children. But if they're excited to read, I'm not going to fault them, you know. So whatever they're excited to read, as long as they're picking up a book, that's what counts to me. And then I think challenging themselves later will come along. That's at least my thought on it. Also this day, I used a church script from Letters to Apollo over some washi from the kit to mark in that I was going to do my youth group church thing. I'm really excited about it because I have 2 skits this week that I think are going to be really fun. One of them, I'm interacting with the puppet, so I'm like having a conversation with the puppet on stage. And then in another one, I'm actually a puppet, and my puppet character is Paulie, and he's like a Jersey guy, and he is so rude and like just super obnoxious. Like he's always out of breath, always has something to say. He's so funny. So I'm really excited to get to play him because last weekend I played him like in real life, like I dressed up as Paulie and he was like a delivery guy, and it was just so funny, and the kids really liked it. Like I had a fake mustache on, they loved it. So we're turning him into a puppet, and I think it'll be really fun. I never have played a puppet before, but I'm really excited for it. And then I also used a Instagram posting doodle from the Coffee Monsters Co. later that day to mark in that I am going to be posting a new graphic that I've been working really hard on. So that way it's easier to see my codes and it's a little bit more interactive for PR wise. So yeah, definitely be on the lookout for that. And I think I'm kind of ahead of myself enough to where I can start talking about another question. Someone asked me, do I hoard planner items like kits and washi? I certainly do not. If I do, it's definitely not intentional. Like sometimes I overbuy on kits based off season. Like I think I bought too many summer kits this summer. So I have like one from Otter Prints Co that's like left that I'll use next year. And then I have one from Saucy Sticker Co that I could not use because I like couldn't fit it in time. So I'll be using that next year, probably for my birthday week. But yes, so in those instances, I guess I do hoard them for like a year, but it's definitely not intentional. It's just like I overbought and then I had to like pick and choose which one I wanted to use. So there's that. But as far as like washi and stuff go, I definitely do not hoard anything. Like if I pay for it, it's because I'm going to use it and show it on my channel. So I try not to hoard anything. If there's one thing that I'm guilty of hoarding, it would be like notebooks. I love notebooks. And I didn't realize how many sticker albums I had, but I have like 1,000,003 sticker albums that I win from like giveaways or that I purchased, and then I like switched systems. So I'm so sorry if you can hear my brother's dogs outside my window, but they're very aggressive and they're so excited because they're like, they live in an apartment and they're two really big dogs. So whenever they get to come over to our house and they have like this giant yard, they're like thrilled. So they just, I don't know, they're crazy. Anyways, but yeah, so I guess if there's one thing I hoard, it would be journals and sticker albums, because I just love them. Like, if they're beautiful, like, I just can't get rid of them. So it takes me forever to like finally get over my perfect album condition and then start using them. So that's kind of the boat that I'm in right now. But as far as like washi tapes, kits, and sticker sheets, I'm definitely a user. I'm not a hoarder. Going back to my spread, on Thursday, I use a half box to mark in something kind of personal. Actually, all of Thursday is really personal, so I'm like not going to mark it. I'm not going to talk about it, and I hope you guys can respect that. But yeah, lots of family stuff is going down on Thursday, so I kind of wanted to keep that to myself. Going into Friday, I will use a scallop. Oh, I'm already in Friday. Okay, I'm behind. I used a scallop quarter box at the top with a book doodle from Otter Prints to mark in that I am getting a book drop that day. So I'm like getting stuff ready for book fair and just doing like promo videos or whatever. So I'm marking that in. And then I also used a Facebook doodle from what was the Paperly Boutique, which is now Otter Prints. And I'm going to be posting something really fun and exciting in Saucy Sticker Co.'s Facebook group. So definitely be on the lookout for that. And then, of course, down at the bottom, I had date night marked in with a half box and a date night script from, I don't even remember, Panda Bird Design, I think. And I got that on a $2 Tuesday. And then going into Saturday, I used a trash can from Toffee Bananas, or what is now Papershire, and a tidy up script from Kenzie's Creations to mark in that I have to clean the fuck out of my house because my brother is having his engagement party here. And so like literally everybody in Houston is coming into my house, which is super annoying, but like you got to do what you got to do. And then I used a Whimsical Cat Baking Girl over a quarter box to mark in that I had to like help my mom prep cooking and stuff like that. And then I used a meal prep script from Kenzie's Creations, of course, to mark that in. Down at the bottom, I used a half box and a family night script from Letters to Apollo to mark in that it was, of course, the party. And then on Sunday, I just used 2 full foil hexagons and a film and edit script from Sticky Soft Designs to mark in that I had to finish editing. So to round out this Q&A, I only have like one question left. Let me refresh the page. Yeah, I only have one question left, which is totally fine because I think I have like literally 30 seconds. But it was, did any of the shops from the tea video reach out to you? And the answer is yes, but they didn't reach out to me like they were mad at what I said. Most of them were like very gracious. And by most, I mean there was only like 3 shops that reached out to me. And all 3 were extremely respectable. They were very kind about what I had to say, and they were just like very gracious, I guess. They were very thankful that I was honest and transparent and stuff like that. So it wasn't anything too bad or too terrible. It was honestly commendable the way that the shops came at me, because I thought for sure that I was going to get a little bit of grief. But I actually got a very good response overall from both subscribers and shops. So I think that is going to be it for me on this video. I don't think I go back and add anything else that I haven't already explained, except for on Wednesday I put in an organized sticker script from Kenzie's Creations because I'm going to clear off my desk area because I know people are going to want to see my office area whenever they come over for the party this weekend. So that is going to do it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching this channel, for watching this video, just being as supportive as you have been, especially with the last video with shop tea and things like that. I was so concerned, but you guys were just amazing and so incredibly supportive. So thank you guys so much. But I think that is officially it for me. I'm going to leave you guys with about 15 seconds of silence, and then it'll kick you out to my outro video. But you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.